everybody, and welcome to the channel Crypto Femi. If you like the channel, don't forget to click on the like button, click on the subscribe button, as we will be looking at one of our favorite coins on the channel called Jasmy or JasmyCoin. So you don't want to miss it, as we would be discussing very important information as regards what Jasmy will be doing in the coming few days, in the coming few weeks, and probably even in the coming few hours. So I would just enjoin you to click on the like button and click on the subscribe button, right? And the price for Jasmy at the time of recording is about 0.0039, right? Almost like less than a cent, right? Uh, but if we move down to the 7 days time frame, we would be seeing that we probably have been having some sort of volatility on Jasmy, and we'll necessarily be looking at the chart at what we probably expect to see from the price of Jasmy in the coming few days, right? And if we move over to the chart, I'm afraid to say that uh, we're not having more good news. We're having pretty much bad news for Jasmy. As we can see, Jasmy came up with quite a very huge. This is the weekly time frame, by the way. This is Jasmy USDT. We're on the weekly time frame, and Jasmy started uh, on a very good note, but we've seen quite lots of dumping going on. As you can see, it's even very hard, right, to analyze on the weekly time frame, because we are at very low, right, prices, right. But if we place, right, our indicators are telling us that there is more bad news for Jasmy, right? As you can see, the indicators are flipping bearish, right? The last time we flipped bearish, right, we could see a huge dump in the price for Jasmy. Same thing here, and now we are also flipping bearish. So probably we should expect furthermore downward price action even for Jasmy, right? This is very bad news, and I'll be showing you on a shorter time frame about the rejection we're having. If we pull over to the lower time frame, such as the 3 days, and we pull it over, we can see that we're having some little rejection down here. So probably we should see Jasmy come down even to the 0.0034 region. That's about a change in how many percent? A change in about 26%. So please beware. We could see quite a huge change in the price of Jasmy. If we bring up our indicators, right, as you can see, our stochastic RSI saying we probably will still have more downward price action to go even for Jasmy. Same thing with even also the RSI. So probably we should still have more downward price action, as you can see. So we should be expecting Jasmy to come down a bit, probably even for 24%. But if you're holding it, probably for the long haul, it's something you could hold because it's a good project. But as for now, we probably should expect more downside. If we move over to the daily, right, daily saying same thing, as we can see. If we record, as you can see, this is where we are having the rejection on the daily for Jasmy, and this is a very bad thing for Jasmy, as every single time we see a rejection, right, we've seen a big downside, right. As you can see, the last time we had this rejection, right, on the daily time frame, we saw a huge pull through the downside of about how many percent? Of about 50%. So I'm not saying Jasmine is going to do that same thing now, but probably when we see a rejection like this on the daily, this is oftentimes a very bad sign for that coin, as you can see. And we probably should expect it to visit the lows, and we should see probably an 18% drop in the price of Jasmy at the moment. Let's measure from the lows up. So probably about about an 18% drop in price. So we should be expecting at least an 80% drop in price for the price of Jasmy, right? Some miracles can still happen if we find a way to close above the 0.00440, but I don't think we could be able to do that, and probably we should see more downside even for Jasmy. If we move over to this chart, this is the chart for Jasmy on the daily, as we could see, right? Same rejection we're seeing. So probably we could come back to test the lows at about, if we come back to test the lows, we should test the lows about 0.0034, right? So this is still a good time to dollar cost average, but if you're expecting, we could see probably some sort of a 14% on this chart, saying Judge could just have a 14% to the lows. As you can see, another sign, as we can see, money flow is indicating a very bad sign that money is leaving Jasmy at the moment. So probably we could see another low. So please just beware that the dump for Jasmy is not yet over, and we could see further dump in the price of Jasmy. Take note, this is not investment advice. This is just for educational purposes and even for entertainment purposes. So please do not take this as investment advice, and as this is just for educational purposes. But if we see right here, every single time we had this dot, as you can see, right, except probably we have something the way we had it here, and we have a push in price. Same thing here, we have a push in price. So except that happens, we should see probably maybe a push in price upwards for Jasmy, as the same thing happened here. We saw some little downside and then a push. Same thing happened here, some little downside, a push. So we could just see some little downside even down to the lows, and then a push upwards. But generally speaking, we are bullish on Jasmy on the long term, as it's a very good project, and we think Jasmy could, on the list, 100x in the coming future. So it's a very good project, but for now, we should be expecting further more downward price action, even for the price of Jasmy. As you could see, our oscillator is coming down. Same thing with our money flow. If we check even on shorter time frames, we can see almost the same thing happening, right? Quite a more sideways action, and now we are just breaking down to the downside. And so, as you can see on the 12-hour time frame, you can see we have a block of liquidity at the 0.34. So that is confirming our analysis that we could see price move back to the area of liquidity. As you can see here, we held our support, went back, right, and we probably could come back. And that's about how many percent? As you can see, same thing, just about 16 to 18%. As you can see, money flow is coming down. Same thing with the oscillator. So on the short term, we could see the price of Jasmy go down by about 16%. So if you like the channel, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button. Thank you and have a great day.